Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out today on this kind of chilly morning. So I want to get started with the grand opening and ribbon cutting of station number 6. So today we gathered to celebrate the opening of the newly constructed fire station number 6 here at 2121 South 11th Street. It's an exciting day for both the fire department and the entire city of Springfield. And I'd like to express my gratitude to all those who've contributed to making this day possible, including our dedicated firefighters and the staff, as well as the Springfield community and government officials, past and present. Each of you has played a vital role in this project. I'd like to thank the following individuals who played a role in getting us to this day. Many are gathered here today, some could not be present. Mayor Misty Buscher, U.S. Senators Durbin and Duckworth, State Senators Doris Turner and Steve McClure, State Representative Mike Coffey, Alderman Sean Gregory, and all of the alder people. And then the build team, consisting of Mike O'Shea and his team, Solid Concrete Solutions, Kinney Contractors, Designed Roofing, Bacon and Van Buskirk, Landgrebe Construction, GE Painting, Pipco, B&B Electric, E.L. Pruitt, and the Fire Station Design Committee, some of who are here today. And a special thank you to Mayor Buscher and her administration, who've helped to see this project through to completion. The mayor has always placed public safety at the forefront, both for the community and for first responders. And this project is just another example of her commitment to make the city of Springfield a prosperous and safe place to live. And I'd like to ask the mayor to come forward at this time to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you all for your attendance, and I see a lot of city directors here, so shout out to all of you. Wave your hand. If you're with the city of Springfield, I see some that aren't directors to wave their hands too. Our zone manager over here, Michelle Doss, is here. Hi, Michelle. So I just want to thank you all for being here. I do need to give a special shout out to Assistant Chief Zumo, because he oversaw this project. So thank you for making sure everything was done well. The fire stations were taken over by him to make sure everything happened in the proper order. So thank you very much. With that being said, I do want to thank Chief Canny. You're an amazing fire chief, so thank you. I also want to thank all of our division chiefs that are by him. And if you will wave your hand while I say your name, I have Division Chief Helms here. I have Division Chief Pettit. I have Division Chief Wood. I have Division Chief Taylor and Division Chief McCormick. So thank you for your leadership as well. The chief listed off all of our contractors. Our main contractor was O'Shea Builders, in charge of the project. We had subs, and I want to thank them for their hard work and dedication for each of the firehouses. I did miss seeing you all at Station 10 at the ribbon cutting there. I happened to be living in the ICU at that time, so I'm sorry that I missed you all then, but I'm here today. This station house is exceptionally different because Alderman Gregory will tell you it's in his ward, that's why. But also because there is a substation for Springfield Police here, and then we have a community room that Director Posey is going to be in charge of as well, that some of the neighborhood groups can use, so it's a very different station house than the other two that we've opened up. I also want to give a big shout out to our local firefighters union. Julie, will you raise your arm, please? Julie Plunk from the union. They're all part of the union, but Julie is in leadership there, and the union makes sure that we, the city, hear the needs of our sworn, as you see over here, that work in each of our houses, have the things and the tools they need to do their jobs. And those tools are extremely important because whether your house is on fire, they're extricating you from a car crash, or in my case, my husband's bleeding out in the home, it's really important they have the right tools and they're there for you. So thank you for the union for doing that. Yes. And for that, I'm going to turn it over to the chief because he's going to let some of these fine individuals next to me speak as well. And just again, thank you for being here today.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Thank you for all of your support. So this new firehouse, as the mayor said, has a community room, has a police substation, and it serves the central southeast side of Springfield. And this area has seen a lot of change over the past few years. Back in 2006, the tornado went through, and it actually impacted a large part of this area, even old station number 6. And then we had the derecho that came through and also affected this area, and the rail project. So all of this time, Station 6 has been an integral part of the community. Station 6 is at the corner here of 11th and Ash Street. That's vital because they can use those two thoroughfares to get to several of the locations quicker than they could in the past when they were just 2 blocks away, mainly due to the construction of the underpass. But that underpass now will help them serve the community to the west, aiding in better response times and timely fire and EMS response to aid the citizens of Springfield. This firehouse also embodies progress, innovation, and a commitment to the city of Springfield. The state-of-the-art facility is equipped with the latest technology and resources to enhance our firefighters' ability to respond efficiently and effectively to emergencies. And as previously stated at the other open houses at Station 8 and 13, it includes health and safety features that assist the men and women of the fire department to perform at their finest. Daily, our firefighters are exposed to hazards, carcinogens, bloodborne pathogens, and with this station, we have specially designed areas that will help to keep those out of the firefighter living quarters, areas such as decontamination areas, and this room that you're sitting in has positive pressure ventilation to keep all the fumes from the fire engine out of the living quarters as well. So in the Springfield Fire Department, we truly understand and value the value of teamwork and collaboration, and this project embodied teamwork of the city as well as many of the contractors that made this project a reality. And there is our newest member of the Springfield Fire Department making himself known. That was, yes, so our K9. The Springfield community, your trust, encouragement, and ongoing partnership are fundamental to our success. As we open the doors to Engine 6, our mission remains the same: to protect the lives, property, and environment of the Springfield community. But I would like to invite a few people to come forward to speak now. Senator Turner and Alderman Gregory, as well as our representatives from the trades. So first, Senator Turner. Get this out of your way.
Good morning. I am very excited to be here. So as we gather, think about it, we are 1 week from Christmas. And don't tell anybody, but I have not done anything about that. But this is really a time for us to be thankful about our city and where we are and how we can continue to move forward together as a city. And I think that this firehouse represents all of that. This is a monumental build in a part of our city that has often been forgotten. And with this build, we are really integrating our public servants into this community. As Mayor Bush has said, this is a place where it's not only home to the firefighters who will go out and take care of our community, but it's a welcoming place for our community to come in and be a part of what's going on here. We always talk about there's not enough places for our community to gather, especially the East Side community, but we have that here. And that's gonna play an integral role in building that community spirit and bringing our community together. So we should be very thankful for that. This is also one of those builds where we saw William Bishop the Fourth. His dad gets mad. William Bishop the Fourth bring his minority crew in to do a huge part of the labor on here. And that really gave me a lot of pride to see people who live in this community, many of them who have been counted out, to provide the foundation for what was going to be built in their community. And I think that we should be very thankful, very thankful for that. And as I close, I do want to specifically talk about Alderman Gregory. He was my seatmate for a while, and he worked so hard to make sure that this firehouse was built here. He put so much of himself into this, and he just was not going to let it be any other way. And I think that when we talk about a time for thankfulness and Thanksgiving, I am very thankful for Alderman Gregory and his service to this community and his steadfastness to always make sure that we do the right thing. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Alderman Gregory. And if you would like to please come say a few words. I know this is a much anticipated day for you. So. Thank you.
You know, I was, as I was walking up, I was telling Senator Turner, I was like, I'm nervous for some reason. I know I'm normally not short for words, but today's a special day, so I just want to start out by, I'm going to get my little notes out. I usually go from the heart, but I want to stay on track. But, you know, I want to start out, and I just want to thank God first. You know, when I think about firefighters and what you do every day, we have to have some thankfulness to the good Lord for just being here and just seeing this. So many people go on before us, so we're truly blessed to be here. So I always want to thank him first. As I said, I thank our first-class fire department. I thank you for your work. I thank you for your service. I've been a recipient of you, and I appreciate you for that. I thank our mayor, Mayor Busher, for seeing this through, because while we're here today and we see the finished product, it has taken much work, not only from myself, but my former colleagues on the council, and our current colleagues on the council, former mayors, people who have gone and left the city. But one thing we all have kept true to heart is the people and our service to them. And I'm truly appreciative to that. I thank my colleagues and people I look up to, Senator Durbin, Senator Duckworth, for their work on a federal level that carved out some of the funding to get us here. I want to take a moment to shout out, I hope I get his name right, Mr. Kanan from the union, Kenan Rutherford. He is just a good guy, and he has really taken his time to talk with me and work with me and really teach me more about the important duties that y'all go about every day. So I want to tip my hat to him. I know he's not here today. He's out doing the work, as Ms. Julie had told me earlier, and I thank you as well. When I think about where I come from in this community, up and down these streets, and I think of my bro, we call him Ham, William Bishop IV, being a part of this project, along with O'Shea Builders. We asked for a lot, and they met the demand of making sure that we had some minority participation. So I applaud you, and I tip my hat to you guys. All of our directors in the city, I appreciate your work, because not only did this take construction workers, but it took our engineers, it took our public works department, you know, even people at the state to make this all happen. So I'm appreciative of you all. Thank you. I'm happy. I know this community is happy, and I'll look forward to continue to work with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Gregory. You've been very supportive of trying to get this open, and we do appreciate it. Thank you. At this time, we've got a couple of the design team here. Roy Mangan from Arc Images, and if you'd say a few words, sure. And then we'll follow that up if you guys want to come in succession, Mr. Bishop, and then Mike O'Shea. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And I want to start off, Roy Mangan with Arc Images, and I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone on the steering committee team and the firefighters themselves. As a designer, it is a real pleasure to work with a group of people so passionate about the facilities that they work out of and live in. It's rare in some instances to have a group of such dedicated people really looking for what is the best environment for the people that work and live out of these types of structures, that it really does make my job a lot easier. We were able to really have a very collaborative approach with the fire district and our fire departments and all the folks that are associated with that, as well as a lot of the city members that were a part of this process. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand our gratitude and thank you for allowing us to be a part of this team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Bishop. You're all standing on the grounds of Mr. Bishop's work. As the senator said, the foundation was all set by Mr. Bishop and his team. So,
thank you guys for having me. I usually don't talk, I just smile, so. This firehouse was special to me because I actually grew up in this neighborhood, probably about 6 blocks away. My grandma still lives there right now to this day, so knowing this resource is here, and the firefighters and everyone, they're here and they're rested, and if we have to call and my grandma has to call, we're getting a rested crew, it makes me sleep good at night. I'm not too long-winded, so I just want to say thank you and appreciate it.
thank you. And last but not least, Mike O'Shea, who, we're just a couple of firemen that don't know how to put this together, but with Mike's help and his team and putting together a group such as this, it really came to fruition, and it's just beautiful. So thank you. Can't thank you enough.
First of all, way too much credit for me. The O'Shea team over there, if you just raise your hand, the people responsible for actually. And then just a word of appreciation first and foremost. We're grateful for every single project that we are commissioned to be engaged in, but when we get to work in our hometown, that's extra special. And the chief touched a little bit on my heart. He talked about the tornado. For those of you who remember 10.5 Street, that was our home for almost 50 years. The tornado wiped out our facility there, but we used some warehouses we had there as a fabrication facility up until the time the railroad assumed all that property. So we've got deep roots in this neighborhood. So we're extra grateful on that behalf to be part of what had been our home for a number of years in this specific neighborhood. And then last but not least, a favorite book of mine is a book called Every Good Endeavor, in which the author talks about the work that we're commissioned to do day in, day out. Our secular work is work we've been ordained by God to do to care for his people. And I think of who could that apply to more than the firefighting team? So we are very honored to have an opportunity to support you in your mission in the way you serve your community. And I want to say thank you for that as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So at this time, I'd like to call up any of the contractors. Julie, any of from the union. Bill, were you on the design team? No. So anybody that's here, design team, union, part of the builders, come forward and we'll roll out this ribbon and get it cut. And then after that, we do have cake. Nothing would be complete without cake, right? And cake in the kitchen, and we invite everybody to walk through the house and see this beautiful facility. And we will also open up the community room if anybody would like to walk over and see the community room as well. So at this time, give us a second. We are going to unroll the tape and do the official ribbon cutting. To walk through the house and see this beautiful facility.